This is Alan Bush with ADMIS. In the stock index futures, looks like we are ignoring some bearish news this morning as futures trade higher. We did have some unbalanced negative news from the Eurozone, and yet futures trading higher here in the stock index futures. Also, we did have some bearish comments from Plosser of the Federal Reserve indicating that, in his opinion, the Fed should start thinking about slowing the quantitative easing program, possibly at the upcoming meeting on June 18th and the 19th. So futures overperforming the news. Longer term though, it does look like the Fed will have to curtail and ultimately end their quantitative easing program, and that has been the fuel for this historic gain in stock index futures. Over in the currencies, seeing the euro currency just mixed, actually performing somewhat better than the news. But we are seeing a new 11-month low in the Australian dollar on weaker commodity prices. This also putting some pressure on the Canadian dollar. Of those two, the Canadian and the Australian, it does look like the Australian dollar will be the weaker, and we would expect continued pressure today and continued selling pressure longer term. Over in the yen, a bit of a bounce from recent weakness. Our feeling is though that any gains will not follow through in the yen. In fact, I would not be surprised to see a move to lower on the day in the Japanese yen. Longer term, nothing has changed. We still are looking for lower prices in the yen. Over in the credit markets, after a few days of pressure, seeing some gains today, and it looks like futures are overperforming the news, which is a sign of strength. Some support coming from weaker commodity prices, but good gains today, and I think we'll see some follow-through strength across the board today in the credit futures market. These are, once again, my opinions alone and are not the opinions of ADMIS or Archer Daniels Midland.